Howdy everybody, welcome back to the Lemurian Phoenix. Last time I ended up being a little disappointed with Eternity's End. I know I've seen all the comments about it, but I think what it comes down to for me is a couple of things. One is the amount of complexity the case had, all these different ingredients that were being mixed in different ways, and it just looked like there's a lot going on, and there's the whole a schedule of when people would go and get water from different places. Felt like there's a lot going on for it to then ultimately be there's one particular thing that's poisonous and it was put in the moisturizer. It just felt overly lackluster in some way, and then combine that with the fact that I do feel like there needed to be more of a connection to the moisturizer. It was just there on the shelf and it wasn't. Yeah, I get that the doctor had prescribed it, well, not prescribed the particular moisturizer, but prescribed putting on the moisturizer. But there was also a lack of, actually no, I did see a comment about how you could tell that the Sentinel was following the advice of the actual doctor because of the tan line, so they must have been covering their head with something. But then if they're covering their head with something, why not have that thing that must be some kind of hood or something? Why not have that be around somewhere? Or does that imply that they're walking around with a hood on their head and nothing else? Do they just walk around in the underwear that they were wearing? I don't know, it doesn't quite feel like all the connective tissue was there. That is my complaint. Anyway, next one. What's going on over here? Ascension. A secret is unearthed at Koi's temple. Okay, so Koi is now the leader. I guess the other interesting thing here is was the previous case earlier than the final case? Because the Sentinel killed the king. So I reckon that's the ending, right? The Sentinel killing the king to try and take over or something, I don't know. Secret is unearthed at Koi's temple. What does Koi's temple look like? I'm pressing anywhere and nothing's happening. Okay, there we go. Oh, these are familiar. That almost looks like a reused asset. I don't think it is, but it's very similar to the thing from the base game. Interesting windows with green and white alternating. I guess that's the Yoshi colors. Is this a temple? Just looks like a fancy modern apartment building. Okay, where should we go? Oh gosh, there's more stone tablet things. Let's begin on top of here. What's going on with you? Oh, you're familiar. That's it. That explains the discrepancy. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. Got an inhaler. You are familiar. I'd have to go back to the previous case to understand who you are. I think you are the scribe, maybe? So nose like that, eyebrows like that. I might just check right now. It's not like that. How do we do it? Here we go. Yeah, it's you. Okay. The scribe. You've been there for a long time. Right, forward again. You're watering the plant while saying that. That explains the discrepancy. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. Inhaler, yes. A room layout. Interesting that there's... So these are probably... Ooh, well, there's 5 windows along there. There's only 4 windows along here. And then there's a weird inside panel, outside panel. Those could be doors. And then what are the inside panels? I don't know. It has to stop. Okay, sure. Let's look at the dirt. L something F L. Oh, unless is it upside down? No. Or is it WF? L lambda F. So 2 L's. Dump truck. I usually don't try and look at the words, but I usually try to not to look at the words is what I mean to say. Okay, same thing. I looked at the word again, but I know what it is. It is indeed a forklift. There's these kind of boxes or something. They look a little bit odd. They look almost like they're made of like clay or whatever, brick. And they've got little light dashes along the sides of them as well, which is curious. That is curious. Are they full of dirt? I don't know. Let's look at this one. Same thing. Are they all the same? There's got to be some difference between them, right? They all look very similar. They all look the same to me. Is that meant to be... That looks like it's on the dirt, but I think it's meant to be on the metal here. Okay. I guess it's just indicating that those are all owned by the same construction company. Alright. See all those planters down there? Oh, they're planters. Okay, they're going on the stairs. A row on each side. That's your job for this afternoon. Okay, on the stairs. You can carry on with the roof ones tomorrow. Okay, so they're building a temple here. Foreman, I need to borrow Betsy again. Treat your boys to lunch at the new pub in town today on me. Take your time. Keep the change coy. Need to borrow Betsy. Treat your boys to lunch at the new pub in town today. Take your time. Take your time. So you want them to be away for something. Keep the change. You gave them some money as well. Yes, okay. For the lunch. Indeed. Who's Betsy? Betsy... Oh... No, it was Beck I'm thinking of. From the first case. Betsy. What was everybody's names here? Let me have a look. Yeah, definitely no Betsy. Okay. Look on stairs, a roll on each side. That's your job for this afternoon. Carry on with the roof ones tomorrow. So you've been doing the roof ones, and there's 5 up there already, and you've started watering them already, but you are going to do those. That's your job for this afternoon. After they've gone for lunch, it sounds like it's not yet lunchtime. If you say, well, no, it could be the afternoon. That's your job for this afternoon. Yeah, it could still be afternoon already. Flower pots on stairs. I'm on it. What's this? Scrunched up piece of paper. Leftovers in a foil swan. Okay. You've made a foil swan with leftovers in it, so you've already been for lunch, maybe. Could you be Betsy? Should we look at the stone tablets? Is this the one we saw before? Yep. Okay, has it been edited? Is it even possible to edit it? It is funny how little effort is put into like the text on stuff. It's just text drawn on top. It's not like carved in or anything. Okay. Is there a new thing saying the firstborn of the twins is actually the real Sentinel? Sincere gifts are to be distinguished from donations. First Sentinels may permit the former. Okay, so what was the thing about donations? May not accept donations, but they will accept sincere gifts, of course. First Sentinel, wait, when is this relative to the before? It's like a year later. Oh no, just a few months later. A first Sentinel need only relinquish all material possessions and wealth once in his lifetime. From then onward, he may keep whatever the universe bestows upon him, provided it is for the benefit of all, of course. Same day, First Sentinel Pravi Nagasai will live forever through his favored son Koi. First Sentinel Koi Nagasai must spread his love to his female followers who are to embrace this honor. Oh dear, well that is disturbing. Wowza. I almost don't want to know what's going on inside here. I think we have to find out. Okay. Oh, I think I have some idea who this might be. She was on the key art for the DLC as well. Okay. Let's look at you first. Wait, how are there going to be that many more spots? Was there another place to go outside? Laris, not Lazarus, but very similar, curiously. Key with an E on it? What on earth would you call that? I don't even know. Is that also a kind of key? I guess maybe it is a key, yeah. So various different keys. What is that as well? 2 symbols on it. Does it contain something? There's a car key. Congratulations, Dedicants. Today you will all progress to level 9, granting you access to some of Lemuria's most ancient knowledge. Okay, this is feeling very Scientology. The process will begin with a demonstration. While in a deep trance, I will activate this ancient relic with my mind, and you shall witness its miraculous powers. Tell no one what you see, for they are not yet ready. Afterwards, you will renounce your old life and embrace your new name, which the universe has chosen for you. Let us begin. Ooh. Tessa Navari? Was that your name? Did you have a name before that then? Interesting. So this is how Tessa became aware of the golden idol, but she didn't really know what it, like, any truth about what it could do. She thought it could just like make people better people, right? Or increase their like happiness or something like that. Okay. They're trying to ascend to level 9. Given the demonstration, activate this ancient relic from my you shall witness its miraculous powers, which is to float, right? Now, is this legit or not legit? Okay, so interesting looking idol. I'm going to assume this is not legit, but I can't say for certain. Let's look at this over here. Okay. The fire escape plan. So we're in that room, and there's a room there, there, and there. Oh, interesting. So which of these rooms is the room? I guess there are 4 door panels there. So yeah, that might be that. Oh yeah, and that's where you are floating. And there's 4 mats, and there's the things in the corners. But then there's 5 windows, not 4. Is that a mistake, or is that something I should pay attention to? Because I was thinking like, oh, it could be possible that the 5th window is just beyond the edge of this curtain. But that doesn't match up with, oh, hold on, this. Because we know that this entire room, well, no, that's not true. There could still be a curtain here with a window behind it. Okay, that's probably what's going on there. So you've put this curtain forward a little bit. And the speakers have moved forward, and the speakers with the other box in the corner. Okay, I think that makes sense. There's probably doors, well, there's no doors there at all, actually. That's weird. But sure, okay. CO2, okay. Carbon dioxide. I can never remember like what each kind of extinguisher is good for. Okay. Sounds of chanting and drumming are blasting from the speakers. I guess I can hear those sounds. Should we look at you? No, not first. We'll look here first. Amazing, what an honor it is to witness this. Your new name is Nelly Zarati, meaning coddled one. Astonishing, his mind and body must be in perfect sync with the universe. Your new name is Fez Relaki, meaning wise one. You've got a T on your cheek. Interesting. Do you have anything like that? No. Okay. Wise one. What about you? Unbelievable, this changes everything. Your new name is Sarita Shona, meaning independent one. And I wonder what we're going to see here. Hello, incredible. Your new name is Tessa Navari, meaning naive one. Interesting, naive one. Okay. I'm kind of confused about where the rest of the spots are. Was there another way in? Is there an arrow I can't see? Oh gosh. Oh no. There's a whole nother time of day. Okay, so we know what time it is then specifically. We know it's 3 o'clock. Why are they up there and not there? Aren't they normally up here? So it's 3 o'clock, presumably in the afternoon. So it is the afternoon. They've been out for lunch already, and the next time is at 8 o'clock. Okay. Okay. Am I... Yeah, I'm sufficiently done with this, I think. So they're excavating this stuff. What exactly are they excavating? It looks like they're digging a pit here as well. That's probably for the jacuzzi. There's there's garages there, which is interesting, right? Okay, and then what were you saying? I've talked to him about this has to stop, so explains the discrepancy. But you can't just be talking about the room layout being weird, right? Like that is correct up until the curtain. But I don't think you're talking about that. You must be talking about something else somehow. This has to stop. Or is it just that the mechanism for like how you're floating is behind that curtain? But like you wouldn't be. I think, yeah, you might be saying like you have to stop with the nonsense like, oh, I'm able to float, etc. Okay, and you're just realizing that the mechanism for that must be behind that thing, I guess. And you've noticed that while being up there? Maybe. You are standing on that bit of the building. And there's a way down as well, interestingly. Okay, 8 p.m. Yes, indeed. The forklift's still here, the two things are here, the planters have been put on the stairs, good job. The digger's still here. There's another forklift. The other thing's gone. The what's it called? Dump truck. There's still the same number of planters there, but not here, I guess. Yeah, they've been gone, but those ones are the ones for the roof, I guess. So we have to see inside a different room now, and this room. Which one should we do first? Let's do here. Okay. Another fire escape thing. At least they're safety conscious. So yep, we're in that room. CO2, it's full. The other one was full. I don't know if I mentioned that at the time. There's some kind of fuse box maybe or something like, yeah, maybe a fuse box, I don't know. What's in the back of there? Just all sorts of stuff. Very colourful. Maybe it's one of the meals from before. E, the key with the E, so we know that that's for this car. Okay, so we have different keys for different cars. So this is a mech, so maybe it's an M, I guess. Mech. Alright, that's this car. And there's a shovel, and there's this stuff, and there's a ladder in the back. Once it's done, I can finally rest. Okay, you got 2 of those. And you've got a mech key. Hold on, who had the keys before? Not you. Who did have the keys before? Wait, where were they? You? Yes, you, okay. So you've got the mech, the Laris, that thing, whatever we want to call that. And then one of those with that pattern on. So, horizontal lines and an N, if I was looking at it the right way up. Which is that one. That one's a different one, okay. This is the same, and there's another key here, which is a key for the construction equipment. That's their logo. Okay. Is this a Pigpen cipher? You'll need this when you get there. Are we actually doing Pigpen cipher? Can I... hold on. So that would be A, B, C, D, E, A, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, A, E, I. O, is it going to be? No, the next one is then D. A, E, I, D. I don't think it's just a Pigpen cipher, unless they're doing it slightly different than I'm used to. I mean, could it be that they do the dots first? So then the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, J, N, no. Okay. We need this when you get there. Maybe it's something else then. Maybe it's... maybe you hold it in front of a mirror. That's a classic. That would be an 8. No, that doesn't work out. Trying JP has permission to leave the compound walls until 11 PM. Leave. Signed KN. JP. Do we have JP from before? I feel like we did. Jolene Prenzi. Oh, the doctor. Interesting. But it might not be her. Signed KN Coy. Okay. Has permission to leave. So is the doctor like trapped here? Maybe. Like captive? Until 11 PM. Like she has to be back. Diary Volume 5. Last night I was once again haunted by my dark secret in my sleep. Will this recurring nightmare never cease? As so often before, my father's spectre entered my room when darkness fell. He lifted a finger to his lips and whispered, "You will pay for what you did to me, a life for a life." Wait, hold on. Who's who right now? Let's go back in time. Let's go in here. So this is Coy. Pointy nose like that, pointy chin. That was you on the floor, right? Yes. And this is the other one. But the other one's not the other person. He's got blonde eyebrows, etc. So is that Coy's diary that you have access to? I don't think you're in the previous thing, right? You're new, I believe. Okay. I did notice that they've given them very like different noses to help, I guess, distinguish them. Outside again, there's the other two cars. Okay, so that's that one. The Bellator and the Laris. Okay. So what about those other two things? So you had access to the construction equipment as well, don't forget that. Anything else to note about any of these that's interesting? I mean, they're weird looking cars, but sure. I guess we go in here. Has anybody died? Wait, is that just back outside? Yes, it's back outside. Okay. So I'm not sure anybody's died in this one. I guess it doesn't have to happen. Let's look at this again. So are there differences between these? Okay, this is out of CO2 as well, so this has been used. It's also just on the floor, interestingly. And it's been, oh, it's like damage at the bottom. Like somebody's hit it against something. Or a car has hit it, or something like that. So they all look like that. Oh, I can click that to go back outside, that's nice. Is that what it was? Yes. Yep. Does the rooms all match up at the right places? They look consistent, so we're in that office now. Okay. Ah, you were the one with the T on your cheeks. Yes. And you've invited her in after your magic trick, of course. Encyclopedias A to Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. V is gone. W, X, Y, Z. V is gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Diaries, volumes 1 to 10. But, okay, so what volume did you have? Has it been swapped out? Volume 5, it's brown. Diary volume 5, brown. Would that also like fit in better in terms of the sequence of colours? Not really, there's some standout ones like 3 as well. Okay. Oh no, what is it with this game? And dead birds. The bird is not breathing. Poor thing. From the CO2? Is Is it poisoning? Oh, I guess there is a murder. It's the bird. Ori's camp? That snake. Say it's freezing in here. Do you mind if I close the window? Interesting. It's freezing in here. Do you mind if I close the window? Why do you have the window open? Because of the carbon dioxide? So that's you. Is that Papa? Does Papa have... I guess interesting. Wait. Do you have a T or do you just have a weird cheekbones? Because you've also got a T. Hold on. No, not everybody has that, right? No, not at all. It's definitely meant to be notable, right? It's definitely a T. And yeah, I can see the window was open there as well. So in the orientation they're in as well. Like this wall is that wall. So you got the triangle on your head. So that is Papa because it's that symbol. I guess that you always had that symbol on your head. The idol. Let's look at you. Being so perceptive, I expect you already know that our comrade has sadly left for Ori's camp. Never struck me as the type, to be honest. Is it Tessa? Okay, but you've also got that. Is that a key for something? I'll think about that in a minute. Helen Martin, desperate to shake Mummy and Daddy's Little Princess image, responds to flattery. So the names that they've been given are going to correspond to this. Okay. Desperate to shake Mummy and Daddy's Little Princess image, responds to flattery. Lizzie Young, strong thirst for knowledge, liable to stop donating if she thinks she's learned everything. So, I mean, that could be Tessa because I think she does have a strong thirst for knowledge, and it's naive of her, like, she's naive in that you can tell her, like, oh, no, there's still more to learn. She's naive in that way. Nina Lavelle, fears appearing foolish, easy to manipulate through validation. So, doesn't want to look foolish, doesn't want to be embarrassed. Okay. Maggie Carter wants to prove she can handle herself, seeks to impress when subtly undermined. So what did we have? We had... wise one. But that could be knowledge. Wise one, coddled one. That's the Mummy and Daddy's princess. Coddled one, wise one. Independent one. Naive one. Where were we? Here. Coddled one. Independent one. That must be wise one then. Naive one. Fears appearing foolish, easy to manipulate through validation. Naive? Fears appearing foolish wouldn't work for wise. Wise one. Fears appearing foolish, easy to manipulate through validation. But then maybe saying she's wise is the validation. Yeah, like these two could go either way round for me. Like either... like you're naive, well, but they're not, it's not like, the description seems to be literally, the name they gave them seems to be literally their, like, their problem, the problem that they have, that they want to better or whatever. Strong thirst, that must be wise, that must be naive. Naive, fears appearing foolish, that's not what naive means. Easy to manipulate, though, is what naive means. Kinda. Like... yeah, I guess it's Nina Lavelle. What's your new name? Tessa Navari. Is there a connection? Maggie Carter, independent. Who's the independent one? Is it you? No. Wise. coddled. Serida Shona. There's no connection. Okay. Whatever. We'll stick with that for now. Gresto Nazi. Father scribe since beginning. Strong believer. Good to have in the inner circle. Just don't let him overstep his bounds. He's been showing signs of doubt lately. Keep an eye on him. Indeed. He's the one on the ceiling. Jamati Pira. JP. Reliable ever since he showed up. Was it JP? Hold on. Over here with you. Or maybe you're JP. JP has permission to leave. That's why you have this note, so you can show it to somebody so you can leave. Okay, JP. We have a different JP. Oh, did not mean to look at that. Jamata Pera, reliable ever since he showed up here, had the opportunity to turn on me early on, but proved his loyalty and worth that day. Not too bright, but useful servant, does as told, no questions asked. Okay, so he's your helper. And Gresto's asking too many questions. Okay, scrumpled up map. So was this given to you by the other guy, and then you like scrunched it up and you're like, stop with this nonsense or whatever? Because it's just the same map as far as I can tell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it doesn't look crumpled up enough that that could be a separate window to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, no. Almost certainly, I think. Okay. What's over here? We've got us all the spots, okay. We only have names and events to do here. Furniture expenses. Birdcage plus cover. Spring range. Runner rug. Autumn range. I see. So there's the spring colours, this is autumn colours. Runner rug spring range. Wait, so the colours in the back of that car. That's a rug as well, okay. But it's also autumn colours. Or it's a bird? I thought it was like a pile of dirt or whatever, but no. Okay, so hold on. Pink, blue, red, green, yellow. Pink, blue, red, green, yellow. No pink. Pink or blue. Red, green, yellow. Pink, blue. Are they both in there? Are there two things in there? I can't really tell, but possibly. But it looks like the red and the pink are over the top of each other. Whereas we don't have that here. Curious, okay. Where was that? Here? Furniture expenses, 200, whatever that is, 500, 500. Birdcage plus cover, spring range. Runner rug, autumn range, presumably this. Runner rug, spring range. Maybe that's the one in the back of the car, but it's got extra colours on it, so I'm not sure. Wait, that was everything? What are we even doing here? Gosh, this does seem hard to do without like looking at the things, because like I don't even know what we're trying to figure out. There's something about the CO2. Does anything else look damaged? Where are you going? So you've got permission to go. You need this when you get there. You're going somewhere and you've got this with you. Dispose this note once you're done. Can I connect that to anything? The room layouts. No. We've got the alphabet on here, but don't see how that would be useful. Where's V? Where's the V book? Okay, what could V be? So the encyclopedia for V. Oh, hold on. But then... Oh, I see what they've done. That's clever. So this diary has been taken, and it's been replaced by the V from the encyclopedias. Okay. Okay. Fun. That's why it's grey as well. It matches those books. Okay. Do you know that's taken? Probably not. That's been done so that you don't notice. It'd be hard to notice V being missing, but it'd be easy to notice this being missing, although I guess you aren't paying that much attention to the colours of them. But you've given... I mean, it's not signed or anything. Anybody could have written this. Well, I mean, I guess it's implying that it's signed. Okay. Diary Volume 5. So why do you have this with you? Last night I was once again haunted by my dark secret in my sleep. This recurring nightmare never ceases. Is it your diary or is it somebody else's? As so often before, my father's spectre entered my room when darkness fell. He lifted a finger to his lips and whispered, "You will pay for what you did to me, a life for a life." I think it must be your dreams, yes. How have you written so many diaries so quickly? And how is any of this connected? So you got a shovel? Like, what's this got to do with the construction company? CO2, full. What the heck am I even working out here? So your sibling Ori has their own camp. Left for Ori's camp. Never struck me as the type, to be honest. Ori's camp, that's Snake. Say it's freezing in here. Do you mind if I close the window? So who's gone? Comrade. One of the other ladies? Tessa? Because it is suspicious that Tessa is no longer involved in the thing. You've scrunched that up. It somehow matters who has access to which cars? So we're going to have to assume, since you're the only lady that we don't have a name for, that you are Betsy? So borrow Betsy again. For what? We've got leftovers in a foil swan. What? So you have been to lunch. Oh God. I think you're faking this for sure. Have any keys been passed around? Like, what keys do you have on you in the future? So you've got that, that, and that. So one key has moved on. It's the key for the car that what's-his-face is currently messing with. You're cranking the car up. I guess it needs to be warmed up in some way. Once this is done, I can finally rest. Finally rest. You've got another one of those. What do these do? Is that a button? It looks like a button that you'd press and it would do something. But you've both got one of those at this time, right? Unless it's changed. Has it changed? No, it's the same one. So you've both got that one. What is it? What does it do? What does that do? So open the garage. I doubt it, I guess. Do I doubt it? Is it just, interesting. Because the symbols are similar, so that's like that, and then it has a bunch of lines going across it. Is that like open and close? And then this is like... So it's also, again, similar symbols, but the outsides are closed and open. Interesting. All these other cars as well. Does it matter that these are parked back here and this one's parked in front? Whose cars are they? Are they all Koi's? And where are you going? You're taking... Why did you order this many rugs? Why has that got red on it? It's just the red that makes it look odd. Oh, ooh. Why has it got red in it? It's not. Okay, there we go. That's blood. Yes, this is spring colors, but with additional red. Okay. So somebody's been killed in here. The person, I expect you already know that comrade sadly left for Ori's camp. Never struck me as the type, so somebody's died. Did you have... Ooh, interesting. Would you have had one rug there, and that one's gone? Yeah, that's totally what's happened. Why did you get a bird? Why did you get a bird and why did you kill somebody? Or is it the wine? Could be red wine. Is there somebody in the back of that? There might be somebody in the back of that. And it's red wine? And you're going to go bury them or something? You've killed them with CO2. But how would you have done that without you dying? The bird has also died. This is empty. Would they not have, like, started feeling like they were suffocating? Why have they got the diary with them? That has been concealed for some reason. This explains the discrepancy. What discrepancy? And how did you know to buy 2 rugs? I guess you just wanted 2 rugs. It is interesting that this one is off to the side. If you were buying 1 rug, you would just put it in the middle, right? So it looks like they would have had 2, spring and an autumn. I guess you just wanted a bird cage and you didn't think about the fact that you were about to kill the bird at the same time as killing the person. But is it blood or is it wine? I think it's wine. That's why there's wine here. It's wine and the person's died from poisoning, from CO2 poisoning. Where would you have been at the time? Okay, let's get back to here. So what are you saying? That explains the discrepancy. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. Like, how is this important? Oh, we should also look at these. White with green in the middle. Yeah, it's that one. So there is clearly something about the fact that there's a room back there. That's why they put these on here, so I can keep track of which window it is. You've got an inhaler as well. I mean, you're probably just asthmatic, but what does that mean? How does it tie into everything? It must tie into everything somehow. Oh, maybe you're dead. That's it. Yeah, you're dead. That's it. That explains the discrepancy. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. So you've gone to talk to him, and you've killed him somehow. And the asthma is somehow related. I mean, I guess you might have. I mean, this has definitely been hit. Wait, and that. Hold on. Let's look at the. I think that's been snapped, hasn't it? Yeah, that thing's been snapped. Okay, so it's been used. It's hit and it's been used normally, I think. Because you have to break that in order to be able to, like, pull the trigger or whatever. It's also damaged at the bottom. Can I figure out on what? Like, you'd expect something else to also be damaged like that. I'm not seeing any damage or anything here. Like, potentially on somebody's head. So this is CO2. Is that a normal type of fire extinguisher? Must be. It's obviously what you get from, it's what you breathe out. And you would die if you were subjected to that. Like, has this been, like, put against the guy's mouth? And but he doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be asthmatic for that to kill him. And he was having some wine. I feel like I have most of this. And the bird died as well from the CO2. The window's open to let the CO2 out, obviously. Maybe he's just trapped in here. He can't have been trapped in here. He would have smashed out the window. If he was actually dying, you would just smash out the window. Unless he became faint from the lack of oxygen. This is still very interesting. Why is V taken? And where is it? Well, it's here. Oh, okay. So this explains the discrepancy. Okay, so the guy at the top on the roof was looking through the diaries, stole this diary. Yes, okay. 100%. Stole this diary, found out about what happened, and then said, this explains the discrepancy? There's something about the back of that, like, what is that about? Back of that room, why do we care? I have to talk to him about this, it has to stop. And that's why, so you've confronted him with the book or without the book? Maybe with the book. I'm not so sure about with the book. But you can't have had the book in your pocket or whatever. You don't have any pockets. Even if you did have a pocket, it's a big book. Okay, what's this bit about? Hold on. Is this not actually leftovers? No, it probably is. So go downstairs, over on each side. That's your job for this afternoon. You can carry on the roof ones tomorrow. Is there anything on the roof afterwards? 5 planters. The door. Any other differences? Any plant pots damaged? Not really. Is there a detail in here? Like, why do we care about who owns the... Oh, hold on. So that hole's still dug. Okay, so the guy in the garage has a key for the dump truck. Has the body been put in the dump truck? No, I think the body's here, right? This is done, I can finally rest. I reckon this is going to come up in a future thing, maybe? You'll need this when you get there. Dispose of this note once you're done. Or maybe not? When you get there. Compound walls until 11 PM, so you haven't left yet. So no, you've got the body with you. Why do you have this key? There is equipment still here, but a forklift has shown up, but the dump truck has gone away. A forklift has shown up. Well, presumably you were using the forklift to put the flower planters on here? Maybe? I don't know. The dump truck has gone away. I think it's going to be really hard to fill in the details of this, because, like, There's time marks here as well. 3. It's not that. What on earth has 3 wheels like that? Wait, it goes into that wall? There's a secret passage there. And that's the room there. This. Oh, here we go. We're figuring something out. There's another key that's used on that, and that opens up a panel here. And there's something secret there. Why? What's in there? Oh, I get it. That's brilliant. I love it. This is also reminding me of Grim Fandango, for reasons I won't explain. I did notice these 2 lines before. It's 100% there's a forklift holding you up. That's where the other forklift is. It's like behind there. I don't know why it has 3. Do they have 3? No, just... Oh yeah, it does. It has 2 on the outside and 1 at the back there. Yep. Cool. So there's a forklift behind there, normally lifting the guy up and down. Yep, so that's how he fakes it. Cool. Is there another key? So we've got these keys, which I think we know what they all do. That one is the... Oh, I bet like... It's these. So one of these is like up and down. So they both have the button to raise and lower, or they both have the button to open this thing. That's what it must be. Okay, cool. Oh, hold on, I guess that symbol is the same as that. Is that relevant? When you get there, you'll need this when you get there. Where are you going? I feel like that might be for the next case or something. I don't know why I feel like that. It is a bit scary that things might just be... They might be relevant for this case, or they just might not be. Okay, so hold on. So sequence of events. You're in here doing this. There's a forklift behind you, lifting you up. Ah, and that's why you wanted Betsy to help? That was maybe? Let's go drop this afternoon. Need to borrow Betsy again, so for another time. Treat your boys to lunch at the new pub in town today, or me, take your time. Is that because they were setting this up? But wouldn't you say something unless she's been given something and this isn't lunch? Yeah. It's interesting that you folks don't have keys for your own equipment. It seems like it would be your equipment. Maybe it's not? What is this? Something... LNF? LAF? LAF? Maybe it's missing the horizontal bar. Excavator, which has obviously been excavating this. Into there, yes, okay. So this has been being dug out. Sure, is that a sentence? Dug out, and then dropped in here, and then it dries off. Would you not say anything unless you're being paid off? This explains the discrepancy. Yep, okay. I have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. Then you've been killed. I feel like I maybe have enough information right now to go ahead. You've given that key to the other guy later on. The other keys are just keys for cars that aren't really relevant, I don't think. Why do we see multiple of these? I guess to just reiterate the layout, and so it's interesting that to get to the garage, to get to your office, you'd go through the garage or through that room back there that we've never seen. So that means there is a door down here. Or like kind of behind the camera right now. How... So it's interesting that this isn't on a wall, but I guess like neither is the sign. Like, how are the other two attached to walls? They are attached. It doesn't really show how. Yeah, it doesn't show how at all. But they are up on a wall. Is it possible to see where like this one would have been? Is it one of those two? Has it been moved? No, because it's for this room. Is this weird that's on the floor? But maybe that's fine, maybe that's not just something to read into. South stuff, why is it... Has this been hit over somebody's head? You've like made somebody pass out and then you've hit them over the head to kill them. Is my guess. And the bird died as well. Poor thing. I think that's everything. Is there a detail I'm not understanding? Like maybe about Betsy, but I think she helped set up the forklift or something. I think this is just showing that those all belong to that company. Spreads love to his female followers who are to embrace this honor. Okay. The only thing I'm a bit still unsure about is the wise and naive here, but I think I'll go with what feels like the most likely. AKA. Right, yes, the naive one. So, names. We have... your name was... Gresto somebody? I forget. It is somewhere. It's here and here. Here? Gresto Nazi. Nazi. There. You are Koi Nagasai. Oh, no, not Ori. Koi Nagasai. You are the new guy, Jamati Pira. Okay, so then your original names. So we're thinking Nina Lavelle. You look like a Nina. You were the independent one, Maggie Carter. Yes. You were the coddled one, so Helen Martin. And then you were Lizzie Young, wise one, strong thirst for knowledge. It's freezing here. Being so perceptive. Yeah, wise one, okay. Lizzie, wait, what was your name? Sorry. Nope, not that. Lizzie Young. Hopefully? Oh no! Are those the wrong way round? Or did I mess something else up? Strong thirst for knowledge. Liable to stop donating if she thinks she's learned everything. Fears appearing foolish. Yeah, I think those are the other way around for the reason I said. Like, they're saying wise to like, to like validate. I think it is just the other way around. That feels kind of sneaky. Oh, it's still wrong. Wait, what? Oh. Response to flattery. Oh, maybe? Okay, hold on. Maybe I need to reconsider all of these then. Coddled one. Maybe they're giving them a name that matches what they want? Coddled. I don't feel like any of these. Like, rather than telling them... Seeks to impress when subtly undermined. Huh. Unless it's the others I've messed up. Koi. No, you are Koi. Nagasai, yes. Resto Nazi, Jamati Pira. No, those are right. Okay, so it's just your names I'm messing up somehow. So is it, yeah, are they giving them the word, so like based on what they seek? Seeks to impress when subtly undermined. What does that even mean? Seeks to impress. So you want to be undermined. Right, yeah, that is what it is. That's totally what it is. So you might be Maggie Carter then, Tessa. Subtly undermined, naive. Oh gosh, that's confusing. It feels a bit vague. Seeks to press. So which one's the undermining? That one and coddled. Yeah, maybe that one then? Response to flattery. Well, wise, independent, both flattering. Okay, easy to manipulate through validation. I think you're the wise one then, Nina Lavelle. Okay, hold on. Let me put that in. Nina Lavelle. Okay, that completely changes how I'm approaching this. Lizzie Young. Liable to stop doing anything. She thinks she's learned everything. So naive. So maybe you are Lizzie Young? If she thinks she's learned everything. So yeah, you want to say she's naive because she doesn't know everything. Yeah, okay. I mean, I definitely had that idea. I just didn't believe in it fully enough. Okay. It felt like it would be quite ambiguous, which I think it kind of is a little bit, but whatever. Response to... So we're remaining these two. Response to flattery. So that would be independent one. Right, because you're independent from your parents now. Yeah, okay. Helen Martin. Yeah. Okay, and that makes you the coddled one. Wants to prove she can handle herself, seeks to impress when subtly undermined. Yeah, okay, so you're telling them the opposite. Understood. Sneaky. There we go. Cool. Events. This will be Gresto Nazi discovered that Koi. Yeah. Koi Nagasai was being lifted, by a forklift in a secret room. Well, it's just behind a curtain, right? So it's not that secret. When confronted about this, something with a something like suffocated or blasted with a fire extinguisher. I kind of feel like the detail, like I've always like had this problem with some of the cases in this game, is that sometimes there's like a lot of stuff that happens. There's some events that you'd expect to be quite like chaotic, like somebody's like trying to kill somebody else, and like I don't know, it feels like a bit much to be trying to like piece together the events that happen in such a chaotic situation that isn't even shown at all. Like it's a little bit different with there's like the one in Rise of the Golden Idol where it's like Tessa's pulled the rug under somebody and they've fallen out the window. It feels like there's more there to like tell you what the events of that were. Although even then it's a bit like there's not a whole lot of information there. But anyway, okay, so I think the one that was strongest for, it was in maybe not the Lemurian Vampire, the other DLC for the first game, whatever it was, where they're in the cave. I think that's my least favorite case of the whole thing that I've played so far, like including Case and Rise and all the DLCs. And the reason was because there was just like this like big chaotic thing that happened, but with no view of it, and like you're just seeing the before and the after. And while that's like an interesting setup, I think it just makes things feel really vague. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, first about this Koi Nagasai blasted. What's his face? Gresto Nazi with a fire extinguisher, which I mean, I guess what they're saying is, so I'm guessing the CO2 got caught underneath here and the bird died. And because he's asthmatic, that as somebody with asthma, I'm not sure being blasted in the face with some CO2 would cause me to become wheezy. Yeah, I think then hit, like, struck, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong about something here, though. It's totally possible. Then Koi. Nagasai. Struck Gresto, not C. So I'm assuming that happens the same way around for both of them? Yeah, I think so. And he spilled the wine. Afterwards, ordered that the... And it has to be Koi there, because it's when confronted about this, and it's Koi that was confronted. Afterwards, the body, yeah, be disposed of by Jamati Pira. It's weird how little detail there is in this events panel as well, given how much we figured out as well. Koi, Nagasai, I hope. Yay, cool. That was a fun one. I like that. I especially like the secret room, because even though like I knew there was a secret room really early on, it still took a while to figure out the trick there. The stuff with Betsy was weird. I guess that was just to help set up the like I guess that was to help set up the forklift, but and then she's got leftovers. Like it feels like there's too much detail missing around that. So why is it even? Honestly, you could just not include that, and it would be fine if they had access to the keys. Maybe they just wanted to get the key off her. I don't know. There's there's missing information there. But overall, I like that case. That was nice. You solved the scenario. When Gresto revealed that he'd figured out how Koi's levitation trick worked, Koi feared Gresto might expose him as a fraud, knowing Gresto to be asthmatic. Koi blasted him in the face with carbon dioxide, killing his own pet bird in the crossfire. Like, how much did you use? This feels a bit of a stretch. Like, both from the asthmatic point of view, but also from the bird dying point of view. Like, I guess it is quite... like a dense amount of CO2 you get from an extinguisher. It doesn't feel right to me, though. Anyway, with Gresto debilitated and gasping for air, Koi bludgeoned him over the head with a heavy fire extinguisher, killing him instantly. Okay. Also, like, that's the thing that really bothers me about that, like it being like a potentially chaotic scene that's not shown, is like, look at it now. Okay, what's the sequence of steps before this? What, Koi goes and grabs the fire extinguisher and walks over while he's still sitting down? That doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, let me show you my new fire extinguishers I just got installed. I know you're confronting me about something. It's like, it's almost like they're using the fact that it's not shown as a way of like skipping over the details, but the details don't hold up. Or wouldn't hold up, I don't think. Why is he still sitting there? Also, shouldn't there be wine spilling on the floor? Or maybe it was blood. Maybe it was blood. Yeah, from you being hit over the head. Okay, I could believe that. All right. Okay. Whew. Ascension. Noble citizens of Lemuria, my father has brought great shame on the Manzek family. Who is Manzek again? I assure you my vision for this fine country bears no relation to his. Oh, it's the king, I think. To demonstrate my commitment to our ancient traditions, my first act as king shall be to appoint none other than First Sentinel Pravi Nagasai. So did you work together to get rid of the king? He who has fulfilled the ancient prophecy to the position of royal spiritual advisor. In this role, First Sentinel Nagasai shall have access to me in a few ways others are permitted. Twice a year before each solstice. Oh no, this is still pre the other thing, I think. So, who wrote this is the king that died in the first case, I think. Twice a year before each solstice, he shall meet with me privately to help shape the path I lay out for our nation over the following period. From this day forth, no monarch shall be without his or her spiritual advisor, always the first sentinel of the day. Let us never forget our spiritual roots, for we are not Westerners but proud Lemurians. Okay, interesting. Yeah, and that's... Wait, but that's the other... That's not Koi, that's what's his face. Alright, I'm sure it'll piece together over time. Wait, what's this? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, cool. I shall see you next time. First, we've got 2 more cases to go. It is crazy how many cases they do for each of these DLCs. And there's going to be, is it 4 or 5 DLCs? Each 5 cases long? That's nuts. Alright, see you next time, and we'll do this one over here. What's going on? Who knows? Alright, goodbye.